So, where was I? Oh yeah, a podium in our first race of the year at the Nordschleife had everybody in a happy mood, and you join us for our second race of the year, which happened the day later. You may think that sounds like an incredibly compact schedule, and you'll be right. The truth is, several discussions about how the Nordschleife would run their racing over the winter, which are way above my pay grade, had significantly affected the calendar of races that would run. So we, at Muehlner Motorsport, were doing back-to-back races at the front of the year to try to make sure the drivers and team were ready for the fabled 24-hour classic around this most difficult and intimidating of racetracks. Confidence is a requirement in a racing car, but overconfidence can be terminal. And something dangerously like the sense that we knew what we were doing had started to trickle into the front of the garage as a result of yesterday's podium. Everybody slightly forgetting the circumstances that had led to it, and feeling like we wanted to push one stage further on pace. Got to get it right though, when you do that, haven't you?
Ready to go then for the last race of the weekend. It's gone like anything this weekend. Cars just lining up on the grid now. We start from P7 in class. Every chance again today of a podium position. We needed to find around 8 seconds a lap yesterday and do a better strategy to finish on the podium on the road. So we're going to try and do that today. As you can see, it's buzzy down here. Great atmosphere. Ben's going to start the car. I'm going to get in next. And we look to have a better car today. It's a little bit more stable, or at least it was in qualifying. And the circuit is cooler as well, which really suits the car. So happy so far, but I've not had a chance for anything to go wrong yet. So let's see how we get on. First stint depends on how it goes with fuel. So, how are you? Depends on how it goes with fuel. So either 8 or 9 laps. So if we have a lot of code 60s, we're going to try and do a longer first stint. Code 60 is we have to slow down to 60 kph. There's a crash on the track. You have code 120s, which are a small crash, and then code 60s obviously for a bigger crash. You save fuel naturally because you're going slower during those stages of the race. So if you have a lot of them, it means you might be able to do another lap. So we'll be trying to work it out. About an hour is the reality. So it's a 4-hour race. You can get an hour and 20 out of it if you really get it right. So we're going to try and do that, and then put ourselves in the position where we would have won yesterday with only two stops in the race. It's going to be really hard to make that work, but fingers crossed. Ben's in first, so hopefully he'll be quick as well as saving fuel at the beginning.
Racing jargon translated is that we were going to take a few more risks on fuel. Yesterday, we'd cut the race into hour-long stints, allowing 2 drivers to do 1 hour each and 1 driver to do a double stint of 2 hours. Today, we're going to try and delete a stop from proceedings by running longer with each one of the drivers, saving a little bit of fuel and trying to only stop twice. This was fraught with risk, as it's so easy to get it flat wrong and run out of gas. It also takes more skill from the drivers, who need to try to wring the last litre of fuel out of the car in every stint. All was going to plan. Brundle out, Brundle in. A new set of tyres on, a new full tank of fuel in the car, and my focus was not only on making sure that we could make the fuel mileage work, but also improving myself and the car to a level that I'd be happy to take into the N24. These are one life moments. An open Nordschleife, A ready car, let's go for it. A great stint, in and out inside the top 3 positions, which was my unspoken aim for that particular run. One of my most enjoyable stints around the Nordschleife, and I've been pushing incredibly hard, but I put Maurice Krantz right up against it on fuel mileage to get to the end of the race. He was going to have to be incredibly light-footed if we were going to make it.
Third place in the end. We ran the last stint really long, and we were like that on fuel through to the end. Great battle for the sister car who held on to P1 till the last corner of the last lap. But another podium, which is great. Everybody really deserves it, and we had the pace to do it on track this time, which is what we wanted out of the day. The team did a fantastic job again. We'd do the strategy a bit differently if we had the opportunity again, but I think another really good performance for car and team. So congratulations to the sister car and Black Falcon who won the race. And yeah, man, another happy day at the Nurburgring. That was a hell of a race, honestly. Just the racing here is just insane. It's why we love it. It's why we come here. So it's absolutely awesome couple of races.
We came, we saw, we vlogged it, and I was beginning to think these Nürburgring trophies were starting to come easy. But goodness me, would I be getting a shock when we turned up for the Nürburgring 24 hours?
Gratulation an die K2-Sieger in geschlossener